Hello, my name is Ellie Lieber, and I would like to release a line of ceramics called Is It Clay? I want these ceramics to be hyper-realistic or trompe-l'oeil, fooling the eye ceramics that look so real you can't tell that they are made purely out of clay. So my work will revolve around elevating the everyday object and bringing a playful aspect into the serious world of ceramics. I want my work to make consumers or viewers think more deeply about the small things in their life. This will send out a message to say, don't take the everyday things for granted, because every day is all we have. So I have made work about this in the past, and I have put it onto social media, and we can go through these and see the different levels of performance that these objects have had, and talk about it. So the first one I have is a ceramic fire extinguisher. Now this one received a lot of attention because, having a fire extinguisher is a very odd thing to do. And in some cases it's illegal. It's a felony to steal a fire extinguisher. So the reactions to this piece is, there was a lot of reactions to this piece, good and bad. So here are some of the comments. So by Panonoir, it was, how did you make stone look like metal? And by the punk rock alien, how on earth did you glaze dust onto it? It was a sandblaster. That's incredible. By Guano Guano, thank God you hit post because now I can think about how good this fire extinguisher is forever. By, this is a very long username, Ginaguala Heitorchavin, that is so genius. It looks real. No wonder people thought you were stealing a real fire extinguisher. I hope you continue to make more amazing things like this in the future. Well, I hope I do too. Another work that I have made that falls into this trompe-l'oeil hyper-realistic ceramic genre is a stump and a muck boot. Now, with this muck boot, it was actually a collaboration with the Muck Boot brand, who posted this video onto their social media. So this, all the comments after this video is a collective of our collaboration. So I did get some messages about people wanting to buy this boot, saying, I would love to buy a ceramic muck boot if you ever consider selling, which unfortunately I don't have any in stock right now, but maybe at some point. And we have a lot of comments now. Yeah, perfect for shoeies, which is an Australian drink. Great finish. Oh, that's beautiful, well done. Came out amusing. Another work that I've done, and this is probably my first example of a hyper-realistic sculpture, is a seashell. And one of the comments from the left person is, would have loved to buy this. It's so cool. Another example of this object, this one is less realistic, obviously, because it's so large. This is more of an installation in like a social practice project that I did, was of these giant, or range of sizes of pencils. So one of the comments on that was, I love ordinary objects made out of clay. So do I, Catherine Osalasi. Another example of this work that I made before is a purse that is fully functional. I've actually taken this purse and I have taken it out on dates before because it's fully functional, fits all my items in it. It's really is wonderful. This is less in the trompe-l'oeil genre, but still is kind of teetering on the edge. So here, one of the comments from that is, girl, how much do you want for it? I would literally buy it from you. Unfortunately, my dad has an iron grip on this piece, and I cannot sell it. So I really like that all of this art is very interactive and very personal, but also, like everybody interacts with these objects, so it's not like it's very exclusive to a certain group of people. And I really like that customers are able to suggest pieces for me to do. So here are some suggestions that I've received. Some as comments, some in like a suggestion box that I posted. By Alice in Wonderland, it's, oh my gosh, make a lamp. Some of the comments I've received in suggestion boxes are scissors, torches, cookies, and more beyond this, but I couldn't track down those comments. So beyond my own personal genre of trompe-l'oeil work, I would love to make a magazine that I would call Artoscope. Artoscope because it's like a magazine, like a telescope, microscope, zooming in on artists' work that is very difficult to discern from real life, clay from real life. So this is a Kansas City magazine that zooms in on trompe-l'oeil art. Now, some of the artists I would like to feature in this magazine, at least for the first run of the issue, is Marilyn Levine. I love Marilyn. She is incredible at making leather, clay look like leather. We have Tim Kowalski, who is very, very talented in making clay look like cardboard. We have Richard Shaw, who's very talented at a very wide range of objects, but specifically books and paper. Vinter Spinsky, who also has a very, this is all ceramic in this photo. It's incredibly hard to believe. And he makes a very, very wide range of objects, very surrealist. So what's the purpose of this magazine? So I want to make ceramics accessible to the everyday person and create a community of artists working in similar genres. Fine art should not only be consumed by artists, but by everyone. So I hope this magazine makes that possible. Above all, though, I would hope this magazine gives younger artists the confidence to pursue their art at a larger scale, while also giving them the tools and the connections to do so through this magazine. So the cost of setup. So each magazine, if I were to print 100 issues, which is a fairly small run, but manageable as before I scale up, the cost per magazine would go down, obviously, the more I print. So we're going to say $3 per copy for 100 issues. That would be a $300 upfront fee. Domain rights to a website or a place to purchase these online would be about $200 per year. It is really important to me that I pay these artists that are selected for this magazine, because that is something that is not done and not very common today. I've only seen that in a few magazines that I've ever applied to. So I would like to pay at least $30, starting off $30 per artist per issue. And if I were to have 15 artists, that would be $450 per month per issue. And on top of this, of my own practice that I would off and on like to feature in this magazine, the Is It Clay series is a ceramic studio setup, obviously. And this can range from anywhere from $10,000 to $20,000, because there's a wide range of materials that need to go into this, like a kiln, lots of different types of clay, glazes, plaster, tools, tables, so many things, you name it. But $10,000 to $20,000, that's a very wide range that seems to fit all these items into it. However, I do have a lot of these revenue streams that I can make money to pay off the initial loan that I am going to get for this. So we have obviously the monthly magazine subscriptions. You can also buy these magazines at a one-time purchase, but it would be really helpful to gauge how many magazines you need to print if you have subscriptions and you have that money consistently flowing in, of course. Obviously, I would make money from selling my work that is off and on featured in these magazines. In the magazine, I would like to have job listings that pay artists a living wage, and these job listings, whoever's listing the job would pay a very small fee to be in the column. The same thing with open calls for show. They would pay a very small fee for advertising. Both of these, it's very important to me that the job listings and the open show calls are reliable and benefit the artist and the gallery, and is a mutually beneficial relationship, because there are a lot of unreliable shows and online forums nowadays for artists. We could also, in these paid columns, we could have an art supply discount. Say like Dick Blick wanted to promote a discount on paintbrushes, they could pay a very small fee to have this in a column in our magazine. I would also, with my own personal brand, I would also like to do partnerships with these brands, small or large, so that we can make trompe-l'oeil work that is advertising their products and getting reach for both my brand, my magazine, and their brand. And that is all. Thank you.